If you could describe Jake's music in one word, what would it be?
Love.
Jake's style is uncompromising. Unconditional. Unbelievable.
That's just wavy gravy enough.
Unremarkable. Unredeemable and unlikely. Truly.
My name's DJ Pistank. I come from Oldham, and I'm 25.
I'm false idol. I'm from Baltimore. Go Ravens.
Yo, my name's The Pants. I'm from Pennsylvania, Yukon. I'm the third man in the group of the Trap Mob.
My influences all over the place, man.
And my influences are trees and fresh soap.
So, my influence come from a very big variety, a fruit medley of influences. In fact, like
Dave Brubeck meets Fergie.
I'm Marvin Gaye, but I'm Marvin Straight.
My sound is tight. My sound is loose.
Harry Belafonte meets The Doors.
I'm made of iron, but I ain't Tony Stark.
My sound is popping. It's hot. It's kind of all over the place.
I rip farts like it ain't no art. That was a line Jake wrote one time.
This album is gonna bring the soul that Jake had and spread it across all the nations, perhaps bringing world peace. It's a big claim, but I believe it. I think that the words that man wrote is enough to stop all conflict. We're gonna redistribute polio via Polish pole dancers protected by pollinating petroleum pump pigeons. Plan for a PM parade in Panama. The password is Peach Pit. So that's just a little sample of some of the stuff that didn't even make it to the album. So you can only imagine what's gonna be popping when that thing does drop.
Jake would always say quotes out of nowhere. I don't know how he got them or how he came up with them, but I guess that's just his mind for you. One time he said to me, "Dance like nobody's watching."
Dance like nobody is watching. 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 His name was fucking Robert Paulson. Something about that style.
He would always be like, 808's a little too low, or, maybe we should put an SM57 and, mic it up to a Vitamix blender and get some real, metallic sounds.
This sounds good. Yeah, this sounds good. I really like this, actually.
This is good.
Whoa, dude! We need to get Jake's verses on this.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
This is the one.
He was like the Wicker Man.
Man, he rode with it.
Like, as soon as it went up with Christopher Lee inside, it was flames.
He just always had those ideas, I have to be honest, a lot of my, the instrumental tape I did last year, was it now? 2 years ago. It just wasn't dry, it just didn't have that same energy that, Jake gave me a lot of.
Up in the air, holding the sky hand so high, saying, I'm burning, I'm Christopher Lee, I'm burning, but I'm inside the Wicker Man, He was like that, but at a way more confined, like a silencer type of Wicker Man sort of thing, like a silent fire burning inside.
Didn't matter what happened. Whatever the MILFs wanted, Jake had it, man. That's why we called him that. That's why we called him the MILF.
When he spit it out, it was divine. It was like earthly realms turning into nether realms, like Mortal Kombat. He was like Scorpion and Sub-Zero put together. His style was ininterpretable. His style was made of fucking crystallized shit and golden eggs. And poached eggs. Poached eggs are the shit.
We run into a roadblock and he'd just come in and go, you know, just keep it simple, stupid. And he'd go, and we sit there for a moment and someone would come out. Yeah.
We'd fester in it.
Yeah.
When we are together, we are unified like the Triforce. Together, united we stand. Without each other, we fall, you know. But fuck America.
I made Classified who he is. Anyways, Jake and I, Little Rock, Arkansas, 1992. But 1 a.m. we got 35 strippers in the back, and they're all just too young, you know. And Jake wasn't having it, you know. You know how Jake rolls. He wasn't having it, so we had to kick them all out. He wasn't gonna let any single one of them stay. He had to make sure that they were at least 37 years old before he'd even look, take a second look at them. Jake did what he did best. He got every single one of them MILF strippers just a squirtin'. The man was like the Flash. Should have seen him. Hands going, tongue just blah. Every single one of them finished that night. I just remember when they were walking out and they were all shaking his hand, thanking him. It was just such a moment of pride seeing my boy being able to spread love like that, you know? He really did know how to make an older woman happy.
This next album's gonna be hot, for sure.
This one is dedicated entirely to Jake. This is it's comprised almost entirely out of bars that weren't used in any of our other EPs.
False and I got a call from Jake's mother, and she was going through the old house, his old estate. She said that she found a bunch of files with all of his with just a bunch of lyrics on it.
We found notebooks after notebooks of just bars and bars and bars and stories and bars and poems. It's beautiful. We dug through the archives at Jake's estate there after the incident.
And he was a very secretive man, but he was very smart and very agile. He was kind of like a panther, you know, but if a panther could write in cursive.
It's gonna wrap it up with Jake, you know. It's gonna be our farewell. It's our little tribute, and there's some good artists on it. We got Q-Tip on it. We got Joey Badass. You know, all the homies came through. Anderson .Paak. The Free Nationals are coming on too. They're doing a bit of instrumental work. It's just hot, you know. It's just really good. We're gonna hit it off, and yeah. What else to say? I guess you just gotta hear it.
My good man, play me some of that pimping.
Piss tank? That pimping, man. Yo, they're never gonna understand. They never understand this. What we have is special.
They don't get it. They don't want to see
get it.
us win.
When they hear this, it's over.
We need maybe take 5. I don't know.
I think we might need to take 5. Man.
Yeah, take 5.
It's a little... I just don't want to piss him off because you know how it got with the
Yo, I figured it out.
Lay it on me.
He wants more bass.
Right.
Fuck, that's it.
He wants more bass.
More bass. Just like that.
Yeah, just like that. Maybe cut those mids down a bit, though.
That's it.
That's it.
I got it. I just show on the screen here just quickly what we do. We take our bass. This is how we can cue our bass. Want a really big bell cut, just scoop it right up. This is a low shelf. I'm not into low shelves, I'm more of a high shelf, and I want a nice bell curve right there.
Yo, he would have loved this.
This one time we were in San Diego in '97, and we were playing, and Erykah Badu just came off stage. We went on, and we met her backstage, and she's a queen. I love Erykah. Erykah, I love you. That tour van had broke down, and the batteries went. And Jake was always just riveting, you know. I think it was all the cake that we were doing at the time. He gets there, and we couldn't call AA. We had no service. It was in the middle of a desert. I mean, it's San Diego, you know. So, but he took the power cables out of Erica's truck, the tour van, and he just put them on the terminals of the battery, and then he connected it to his nipples. And it ran like never before. Even the driver, Erykah Badu's truck, was like, man, I've driven this truck for 10, 15 years. I've never heard it drive this smooth before. You try to keep away from the traditional sound and stuff. You don't want to go too Mozart, you know, you want to be in between. Something a bit more like, I'm more of a fan of like accordions. My dad was really into polka. I just want to make moody polka trap beats now.
We're on that polka shit today, boy.
Yo, imagine if we was on some Lemon Wazzes doing
Oh,
this.
those zimzamas to the face, baby.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Yo, how long you been off Lemon Wazzes?
Lemon Wazzes?
Yeah,
About 3 years.
that's longer than you've been off coffee. That shit fucked you up.
Especially that Starbucks. Now I just drink Tim Hortons. I imported from Canada.
What about you?
What time is it? Just kidding. It's been 5 years. It's been since the incident.
Yeah, try to keep away from it, you know?
You gotta.
This one time, we used to do all sorts of crazy things back then. I mean, you know, it was the 90s, and we were trying all sorts out, you know, cake, as I said, glue, you know, lemon wazzlers, lolly rockets, all those drugs. This one time, he had this hookup, and he got us some lolly rockets and a bit of cake, and we think it was mashed with some gravy, you know. He took it, and, you know, he just wasn't right. It just wasn't hitting good, and we just thought, you know, maybe it was bunk, or it was kind of the cheaper shit. He was just kind of like leaning over, and he was grabbing his chest, and take it down. I'm sorry. He was grabbing his chest, and we sat there and we're talking about life and his adopted brother, and we were just chatting about, you know, shooting the shit.
So that's when I came out from the back of the van, and he looked like he was just sleeping peacefully.
He never should have got on that plane. He should have fucking stuck with WestJet.
He just started grabbing his chest and he collapsed, you know, and I was like, oh, what the fuck's going on? And
But then I noticed that he was rock hard.
He landed in Puerto Vallarta and found the best MILF of his life there.
Rock hard.
you know, ambulance shows up, and I'm riding behind him in a shitty Mercedes I'd rented at the time. Fucking thing had no cup holders.
And he was just as rock hard as he'd been 5 hours before.
So anyway, I get to the hospital, I spilt coffee all over myself, and the Mercedes leather. But it's that shitty leather that's not the good leather, you know, it's the pleather.
That erection had lasted way too long.
He got killed by cougars.
I think all the blood just rushed right out of his brain.
We get to the hospital, and by the time I hit the doors, he's already in the ICU. I can't fucking see him.
Then he got stabbed, shot, burned, flown back to Canada, thrown in a 6-foot ditch, dug back up, then an autopsy happened.
We never find out from the autopsy. But yeah, we had that, and
Then they burnt him alive, then they crucified him,
yeah, before I know it, he's gone.
then they tried to bring his soul up to the rapture, and in 3 days he rose back, so we had to cut off his head.
And I'm on the phone with his mom, and that was it. She said it was a dry night.
It was. Unless you count eyes. There wasn't a dry one in the house.
Fuck you to Air Canada.
There's a lot of disappointed ladies that night.
The label was an asshole about it the whole time. Fuck you, Warp Records. Those days are done, you know?
Yeah, we're past our cake days.
Yeah.
Zim-zams are for another life, I think.
Mm-hmm. When I flew to Dubai and did that spiritual enlightenment, program, I can't remember his name. Namaste Dad. Stay at home Namaste Dad. He told me, you should drink matcha, and so I've been trying that a lot more, and that's more with it, So
A lot of matcha.
a lot of matcha, yeah.
I blend everything that I eat into a paste now and I inject it. So it's actually been proven to be a lot better for you that way. So
You've been on that alternative medicine diet for a while. What do? You just don't even eat it. You just go straight to the blender. You grind it up and you inject it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Skip everything. You
Yeah.
know, just nutrients right to the bloodstream.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Where did you say that Shangri-La injection therapy? Where did you find that?
Oh, I saw it on Dr. Oz a couple of years ago. Yeah. Shout out Dr. Oz.
Yo, no, not right now, not right now. We're in a session. Yo, here, listen to this. Fucking hot.
You ready to bust?
I'm ready to bust.
I could bust right now.
I could bust hard.
I could bust where I'm sitting.
I could bust standing.
I could bust standing on one foot.
I could bust on a handstand.
I could bust standing with no feet.
I could bust on a bus.
I could bust on a train.
I could bust in the air.
I could bust underground.
I could bust in the sea.
I could bust in the sky.
I could bust on while I'm flying.
I could bust across the land.
I could bust like Braveheart Man.
I could bust
I could bust.
like Officer Stan.
Oh wow. Coach Frank. That's great.
This is what we do.
Make me giggle like a little girl. I can't help it.
Man,
You know
I
how
bet
it
he's
be.
laughing.
Up there.
He's out there smiling.
Or down there, to be real.
Or down there.
He's probably down there.
Can't believe he flipped his car like that and died.
Oh yeah. I killed all those school children too.
Yeah.
Right over that hedge.
Yeah.
17 dead.
I can't believe that when it rolled, it exploded into a fireball, and there was literally nothing you could do to get him out of the wreckage.
You could still see him bussing in the car.
He was
To the last
bussing.
second.
Yeah, he was bussing. Yeah.
Mm.
You know he was bussing.
He was bussing.
He stays bussing.
Yeah, what was that? A Reliant Robin?
I think it was. Yeah, Reliant
Yeah,
Robin.
you
Yeah.
really,
After the set.
you really can't take left turns in a Reliant Robin nor right. You'll just flip. And why was he driving up there so high?
Yeah, and more importantly, who the fuck is putting these turns in the roads?
When
Who's
they know
putting
Jake's
MILFs in
gonna
the
be
street?
driving it
Who's
down.
putting MILFs in the street, not in the club?
My question to Metro planners, and if you're a city planner watching,
Yep.
why are you putting bends in the? Why don't roads just go where we want to go?
Yeah.
Straight to where we want him to be.
Why can't roads be on the y-axis?
Like,
He would have survived.
If he could have just gone as the crow flies.
But no, that motorcycle had to explode on him.
Yep. When he flipped off that motorcycle
Mm-hmm.
into the dam.
Yeah. Killing a school of fish.
gotta live life, love, like Walt Disney said.
Mm-hmm.
That was his name.
Mm.
What's his name?
What was his middle name?
MILF.
We left Warp in '98, and then made our own records label, which was Into the Future. We all wear Rolexes, it's good. We make it work. My girlfriend's, she's managing a lot of the books Keep Inside, and her mom's really good at that too, so we just got lucky, I guess,
What about your other girlfriend?
My other girlfriend, Sasha. Sasha went back to India, and I guess she had some school project going on there. They were doing like an immersion thing, so it never really worked out. But that's okay. I respect her, and we're on good terms, and she's cool, so it worked out. Those tits were so sharp you could fucking you could cut a new cup holder with those tits. Damn, so sharp, razor sharp. Damn. one time when we pressed the record, we got her to put her tit down on the record like a stylus, you know. And sure enough, I hear Jake's voice coming out of that tit. Yeah. She'd open her mouth and it would be like, and that metallic sound I was talking about earlier, like, you know, it'll come right through the tit, out the mouth. We done it again. What can I say? You know?
That worked really well.
That's what I do. Kai MPK 49 presets.
That works.
That's our secret, though. If you know that.
Listen, I think we got the beat. I think we got everything in line. I think we got the bass right. All we need to do is pull out some of Jake's lyrics and really make this track a Trap Mob EP4.
Yeah.
Jake, MILF, Koja loved MILFs. That was his thing. That was the thing. So when he'd write, it was very interpretive, and it was kind of what you would make of it. But you know, at the end of the day, he was really just writing about banging a MILF. Ethereal mounds pressing down on me. I'm looking for the woman that I can see. It's a mom. That's about a MILF. The album is a mixture of jazz, funk, soul, mixed with a little bit of Bougie Bobby. If you ever listen to Bougie Bobby, I know you haven't, because you're an uncultured swine. That's why we have to show this fucking documentary. This album's something really special to us because Jake would have wanted it this way. This is something that he was trying to cook up. He used to pitch to us, hey guys, what if we made Trap Mob EP4? And we used to ponder on him. We go, nah, man, we're not doing Trap Mob EP4, because that was never supposed to be a thing. That was supposed to be to get people on our train. But then he had to up and fucking die on us. So I guess we gotta finish it. And you know, as much as I don't want to, as much as he don't want to, as much as fucking Piss Tank don't want to, we gonna do it. Because just like getting a MILF, this is the one thing that we can do for him. Wingmen to the end. Yo, Jake, we love you. If you was in hell right now, bitch, I'd rather go to hell. Yes. They call me the MILF hunter, mom humper. Poopy booty got a dumper, so I'm a slumper. Talking about MILF Koja, erect disorder. Stinky weenie try to touch ya, 4-inch monster. Got a mommy, I'm her daddy. Daddy now, daddy home, daddy gone. Pack and dust, see ya later, fuck a hater. Do some cake, lemon whiz, do my dance like no one's watching. Mommy, I'm copping, but it's your mommy. Milk it out, MILF it out, suck a booby. I don't feel no gout. This is fucking Ryan Seacrest out.
Hey you know that I'm known to slay the microphone. Use it as a weapon as a Rockefeller. Plaza, you don't even have a chance. I will banish you and your crew off into the expanse, causing tremors in your mind as I spit each verse. Leave you and your bloodline with a family curse. Send your mama home in a hearse. Going off the deep end, drove binge. Rip the door off the hinge. Ginger minge, never cringe. MILF style stankin' and your mommy's got a fringe. Soul in the vein deep like a syringe. Watch mine dance and cream your pants. Moms all be grooving. They booties, they be a moving. They grabbing on my lever. Screaming MILF, gate closure forever. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. Give me one of those, one more, check me out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.